Let's dive into this newscast with Wion's continuous coverage on Sri Lanka's elections. Polling is currently underway in the island nation, and with 15.9 million registered voters, this is being touted as a watershed moment in the history of one of Asia's oldest democracies. And this is an election like never seen before. Both leading contenders, Gotabaya Rajapaksa and Sajith Premadasa, arrived at their respective polling stations to cast their vote. Rajapaksa appeared extremely confident as he arrived at the polling booth, saying the people of Sri Lanka could get a better future under him.
Sir, do you feel confident, sir?
Yes.
Sir.
Confident, very confident.
Wave for the camera, sir. Sir, how confident are you, sir?
Very confident.
Sorry?
Very confident.
And sir, what do you want to bring to the people of Sri Lanka, sir? Sir, if elected,
People of Sri Lanka will get a better future under me, under my presidency.
His main rival Sajith Premadasa took to Twitter urging people to go out early and cast their votes to elect the country's next leader. Sri Lanka's election authority has also revealed instances of efforts to influence voters in many polling booths. In the southeastern district of Moneragala, local leaders were seen attempting to influence voters in favour of Rajapaksa's SLPP party. Meanwhile, a convoy of Muslim voters were ambushed in northwestern Sri Lanka merely hours before polling opened in the country. Police said that the gunmen burnt tyres on major roads to set up roadblocks, after which a convoy of 100 buses were ambushed. Police say that there have been no reports of casualties so far and that 2 buses were shot at in the attack. For more details and perspective, let's quickly go across to Sri Lankan journalist Zulfiq Farzan, who's joining us live at the moment from Colombo. A very warm welcome to you, Zulfiq. Now, amid reports of an ambush and instances of efforts to influence the voter as revealed by the election authority, give us a sense of the voter turnout and the security situation at ground zero as Sri Lankans are casting their votes today.
So good afternoon. And the voter turnout, as you asked me about, the voter turnout across many areas is in favorable numbers. Now, if you take areas like Moneragala, Kandy, Hegol, they're in the south, Gaul, Matere, as of 10 o'clock in the morning, that's when the voter turnout is counted. At 10 o'clock in the morning, all those areas recorded about 30% of voter turnout, which is completely a good number for 10 o'clock in the morning as polls opened at 7 a.m. Now, the polling period has been extended until 5 p.m. Usually it's only until 4 o'clock in the evening, but this time it's until 5 o'clock in the evening. This decision was taken by the Election Commission considering a number of factors, including the length of the polling card, which is 2.2 feet in length, 35 candidates, and considering that people would take time to locate their preferred candidate or cast their preferential vote. This time around, the time has been extended. However, when we spoke to the elections chief, Mahinda Deshapriya, early in the morning, he said, look, no matter how long the queue is, at 5 o'clock sharp, the polling doors will be closed and there will be no polling afterwards. So in that context, the polling right now, the voter turnout is in a favorable condition. And the security situation, if you take that into account, more than 61,000 police officers have been deployed for security across all these the polling stations, to be exact, 12,485 polling stations across Sri Lanka. In addition to that, now when voting closes at 5, the counting begins. And the counting centers will be given additional security with the police special task force. That's the elite branch of the police arm. So they will also be called in to maintain security at those premises.
All right, so clearly the voter turnout seems to be quite favourable. Also, the security seems to be beefed up adequately as well, from going by what you're saying. Zulfiq, it's a make or break election for Sri Lanka. What are the issues at stake, considering the polls are happening after last year's constitutional crisis and this year's Easter bombings?
That's right. It's a make or break election, as you said, because this time around, the voters have a lot to think about. Mainly if you look at both camps that are leading, or let's say the main candidates, if you look at their manifestos as well, they mainly speak of the economy of the country, how to revive the economy, generating employment opportunities, and also upgrading education, then upgrading agriculture. They speak of many aspects on those points, including national security as well. The topic of national security has been in the forefront at all election stages, not only the two main candidates, but also the others as well, especially the election stage of retired General Mahesh Senanaika, the former army commander, who is also running for president and who has said he is not backing down. He is continuing to run for president. Therefore, all the candidates are speaking of a plethora of issues, which the economy also is the front runner. Now, if you look at the 2018 constitutional crisis that took place, many would view that also as a precursor for the elections that are taking place right now. However, that being aside, the elections today of electing a new president, mainly the voters are looking at the possibility of setting up a national security, creating a peaceful environment for all the people to live in order to maintain peace, in order to maintain law and order, as well as to revive the economy in Sri Lanka.
Certainly, national security seems to be the top priority for the country, and of course, much will depend on the government, how they maneuver through this aspect. But in an election which is touting the return of the Rajapaksas and strongman Gotabaya, could Sajith Premadasa prove to be a dark horse?
Indeed, it could be in that context, because now Sajith Premadasa is not just a minister in the government, he's also the son of late President Rajapaksa Premadasa. Now, Gotabaya Rajapaksa is the brother of Mahinda Rajapaksa, the former president who was in power for almost 10 years. Now, both of them are the top contenders for the position of president in Sri Lanka. Now, if you take a look at the others, that the alternative, National People's Power, is led by Anuruddha Kumar Dissanayake from the People's Liberation Front, which is a leftist movement. And then you have the NPP, the National People's Party of General Mahesh Senanaika. Now, while those two are the alternatives who might possibly get the preferentials in the event people vote for the preferential votes as well. Now, if you take a look at both of the main candidates, their manifestos speak a lot about what they want to do for the country. Both camps are promising better education, better healthcare, better employment opportunities, the better overseas access for anyone who wants to pursue overseas education as well. In addition to that, both of them have been speaking of upgrading agriculture in Sri Lanka, introducing new technology as well. So these are the main points that all the people will be looking at. But if you look at the two candidates, well, it's ideally a neck-to-neck race between Gotabaya Rajapaksa and Sajith Premadasa.
Certainly, the competition is neck-to-neck between the Rajapaksa and, of course, Premadasa as well. But before I let you go, Zulfiq, considering in 2010 and 2015, the minorities voted en bloc in favor of Mahinda Rajapaksa's principal rivals, how crucial is the minority factor to the 2019 election at the moment?
I think it's extremely crucial because if you look at the previous presidential elections, it is the minority votes that counted the most. Because you cannot just go with a majority vote in Sri Lanka, because you need the collective vote of all communities. Because if I may add, most of the candidates in their manifestos have always pledged like one nation, one law. So in order to win the election, you need the support of all communities. If you look at the 2015 presidential election, Mahinda Rajapaksa was defeated by Maithripala Sirisena, and analysts strongly believe it was mainly because of the minority votes that came into play, because the minority votes in large numbers were cast at that presidential election. So at this presidential election as well, we are looking forward to seeing some favorable numbers from all communities. So we'll have to wait and see throughout the day how those numbers come in, with the district returning officers also giving us the official number with regard to the voter turnout.
Perfect. Thank you so much. We'll keep coming back to you till the polls actually don't get over. For now, thank you so much for bringing us all those live updates from the election. It is indeed going to be a watershed moment for the island nation. We'll keep coming back to you. For now, thank you so much.